Hi, and welcome to this little introduction to Reiki. My name is Phyllis Brown, and I'm here just to talk about the benefits of Reiki and what you can expect when joining a Reiki attunement class with myself. So, just to give you an insight, Reiki is an energetic healing system which focuses on balancing up the chakra system, which in turn then balances up our hormonal system as well. It's the flow of energy through the body, which is really subtle and soft, which releases all of our blocks. So, our blocks could be emotional debris, trauma, new trauma, past trauma, self imposed trauma. And when we remove those blocks, when Reiki unblocks those meridian lines, the chakra system, what we then begin to feel is more balance in our life. And that's really what Reiki is all about. It's about coming to a sense of balance all of the time. The thing about Reiki, I feel, that is underestimated is that you can apply this healing technique to everything in your life. It isn't really about standing at a healing table or massage bed with the client and putting your hands on. First and foremost, you should be using and applying Reiki to your own life, to yourself, to your family, to your home, to your environment. You should be filling your life with Reiki so that you are in an environment that is wholly balanced to who you are, but it's a really holistic place for you to grow and heal. Then it's about giving it to other people, but primarily it should be for yourself. And as I reflect back from being a Reiki teacher, a Reiki Master Teacher for over 30 years now, for myself, Reiki was just a revelation. It was a life changing process, and your life will change without a shadow of a doubt when you participate in a Reiki attunement. So, here's where the system works. Let's delve into the system. We have the first level, Reiki 1, or the first degree, and it's Shoden, it's called. And this is our physical balance. Are we in the best physical place? So that could be within your relationships, your home. Are you physically well through what we nurture, what we eat, what we drink? Are you physically accepting of yourself? So it has everything to do with balancing up your physical environment, both internally and externally to you. And that's the life changing part. That's where I see my students leaving my Reiki 1 attunement class, not quite sure what's going on, didn't feel anything, don't know if this is going to work. And then when they come back for their Reiki 2 attunement, they've changed their jobs, they've changed their food, they've changed how they look, they've changed their perspective, their friendships have changed. They just change. It's very subtle, but it's very powerful because on a physical level, if you're not living in an environment that is nurturing to you, that supports you, that physically feels right, then the path to wellness is already sabotaged. So, Shoden, the first degree Reiki, is really important for that stabilizing factor, setting down the foundation. Then we come to Reiki 2 or the second degree, and that is Okuden. And this is where we then start to balance up the mental and emotional aspect of who we are. This is where we formulate new belief systems. So we're letting go of old belief systems. Some of those belief systems may have been inherited, may have been indoctrined. You may have adopted them to fit in with certain social parameters. However, with level 2, The Reiki energy is going to flow through your body, working on your mind and your soul, your emotions, your mental body, your spiritual body, and changing how you think, the way that you think. Because with a really good foundation, with that firm found foundation that we've set, excuse me with all my F's there, um, we can then build something really strong on that. We can become this complete person where we're physically in the right environment and we're nurturing the physical body. We're emotionally, we're in a sense of balance. Mentally, we know who we are. We know what we believe in. We know how we think. We know what is good for us. So, level 2 is that rounding out of the complete version of you. The exciting thing about level 2 is yes, that's where you are your practitioner level. So sometimes you'll see Reiki out there as the practitioner level. And that's where you can open up your clinic or add to your healing clinic by giving Reiki sessions. And then we come to the third degree or level 3 or the master degree, the Shinpiden. And this is where you are in complete mastery of who you are. And what I mean by that is that when a challenge comes into your life, when a feeling is challenged or a thought process is challenged, you have that ability to just take a breath, take a step back, and balance up your responses, both mentally and emotionally and physically. So instead of becoming a reactive person, you become not a passive person, but a more mindful person. You think about what that lesson is showing you, what that challenge is showing you. You might even surmise or look back at how you would have reacted to that and be looking at yourself and going, wow, I haven't reacted to that the way we would normally do. That's mastery. That's self mastery. And so the Reiki Master level is that place where regardless of what the world is showing us, be that your own internal world or the external world, you are in complete balance with who you are and how you respond to what is going on around you. Within the Reiki Master System, there are the Reiki symbols. When I first started, the symbols were just this huge secret. We had to sort of promise our Reiki master teachers that, we would keep them, um, really hidden from public view. But of course, with the internet and with the digital, the Reiki symbols are out there. So you can certainly look to see what you're going to be learning. I know for my Reiki students, and I've been teaching for a long time now, they have made some really amazing life changing decisions. For those of my students that have gone all the way through the 3 levels and then gone on to become a Reiki Master Teacher like myself, they're making a really positive impact on other people's lives. And that brings me a lot of joy, I have to say. I have Reiki Master Teachers both in here in New Zealand, Australia, and in the UK. And that's a real joy to me to see that the word of Reiki, the ethos of Reiki, the healing principles of Reiki is far reaching and it's doing some good in the world. The key thing to remember if you are to come on one of my classes, which I would love to see you on one of my classes, one of my attunement classes, is that first and foremost, it is a self healing tool. And so if you want to learn something that can support you through all of your ups and downs, then Reiki is definitely the healing modality for you. And I would encourage you to explore the options of self healing because to have something at your fingertips that you can apply to yourself in a nanosecond that's going to make a difference. Well, how wonderful is that? How wonderful is that? My classes are listed on my website. The link is below. I have a Reiki 1 class on the 16th of August, a Reiki 2 on the 4th of October, and a Reiki 3 on the 21st of June this year. So it would be wonderful to see you exploring your options with this self-healing tool. And if you are a Reiki master and you're looking to go and teach, then by all means reach out. My Reiki Master Teacher program takes about a year. I work intensely with you, coming to your classes, giving you all the support that you need so that you too can make a really positive, meaningful, and impactful change on people's lives. So until the next time, you've been listening to me, Phyllis Brown. We hope to see you on the opussoulcommunity.co.nz website, and I hope to see you in one of my Reiki classes. Bye for now.